Hi friends, welcome back to the Programmer Guide YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the method references. Okay, before going to the method references, right, I wanted to say one thing whenever the functional interfaces are there, we are going to use the lambda expressions to call the interface methods. But sometimes, right, there is a method is already there, but a functional interface method need to be called, and along with that, right, we need to call the existing method by using the references. So at that time we will use the method references. Okay, usually, right, we use the lambda expressions to create the anonymous methods in Java 8. Sometimes, however, lambda expressions does nothing. That means there is no need of using the lambda expression, since whenever we are using the lambda expression to implement that method, right, we need to implement our own logic on top of that interface. But the same logic which is we are expecting, right, it is already available in the another method. So now we need to call an existing method. In those cases, right, it's off. We will use the method references. Okay, in most of the times, right, whenever using the function interfaces, we will use the lambda expressions, but it is a clear alternative for the lambda expressions method references. Each time when you are using the lambda expression, we just referring the method, you can replace the lambda expression with your own method. The exact syntax of the method reference is, right, object and method name. Here is the one operation is there, that is the double colon operator. To call the method references in Java 8, we are going to use the double colon operator as the method reference. We will see one example how it is going to be work. See here, right, we are having the one interface, add interface, and I am trying to add the two values. Whenever the interface is there, right, there is a sum of number. Another method is already available which is alternative for the AND. So in this case, right, we no need to do the lambda expression. Suppose, right, if you are doing with the lambda expressions, the code is going to be look like this. Okay, the below is the code, add reference a comma b. So the same way, right, whatever it is there in the lambda expression, we can call using the some existing method as a reference. See, add interface is the reference object we are taking, I1, and the class name, since sum of number is the static method, right, we need to call the object reference, that means class reference. Okay, and I dot add of 300 comma 120, that means 420. So now I will execute the both of the lambda expressions as well as method reference, right. We will see the output. Sum of lambda expression is 87, and sum of numbers by using the reference method reference is 420. Okay, here, right, going forward in future lectures, right, whenever you are working with the streams, so either you can use the lambda expressions or you can use the method references. Now we will see the what are the different types of method references are there. There are 4 types of method references are there. One is the static method reference. Second one is the instant method reference. Okay, whenever the static method, right, we need to call with the object reference. We have seen just now that example. And whenever reference to an instance method, right, it is in a containing object. Instant methods means to execute that program, we need to call the instantiation of the object, right. That means object reference we are going to use, and instance method name. Reference to any instance method of an arbitrary object of a particular type. That means, sometimes your requirement is going to be a explicit type, right, like string, integer, float, double, any wrapper classes we can use here. And refer to the constructor. Constructor references we can use the class name, whatever the constructor, wherever the constructor is there, right, that class name, and double colon operator of the new. So these are the 4 ways we are going to use the or call the method references. Okay, now we will see the set of examples, right. You can get the much more understanding. See, first one is the static method reference. I have taken one class name and mean student, two parameters name and age. Okay, here right I have taken setters and getters and to string and everything, as you know. As it here right, I have taken created the one static method compare by name. Okay, in collections right, comparable interface of compare to method we are calling object 1. That means whatever the object 1 is right, a dot get name dot compare to of b dot get name. That means our requirement is compare by name. Okay, so we are having the student, I have created the list of student objects and their ages. So now I am going to use the method reference to sort the list of students which is already there. So collection dot sort list we are going to take here, and second parameter is constructor, method reference, static method reference. So static method class name and static method name. So and to call this method references we are using the double colon operator. Here I am using the for each method to print that values. In previous video we have seen the for each method loop, right? See, now the data has been organized by AA, KD and ZZ. So this is how we can call the static methods. We will see one more example. See, calculator is the one class I have taken outside the class, and here add and subtraction is the two methods. So here I am using the by function as a predefined functional interfaces, and by function takes the two input arguments and returns the one value, right? So calculator dot add, this is the method reference, static method reference add. So add dot apply whatever the number we have given, and subtraction the same way. Calculator is the class, right? Class name dot double colon subtraction. Now we'll see the output 30 10. So this is how you can call the static methods. So now we will see the example for the instant method reference. So in instant method reference I have taken the one interface average calculate. So I am trying to do the average of the given numbers. So in the actual class, right, I have taken the one instant method public int calculate average. Okay, and it's taken the set of array of numbers, integers. Okay, I'm trying to add those numbers and calculating the average. That means sum of all numbers divided by number of values. Okay, here right, instant method reference. To call the instant method reference we need to call it, create the object of the particular class. So I have created the instance object and calling that method. So finally I am trying to call using the interface of average calculator to print the values. So this is how you can write the instant method references. Okay, so now we will see the reference to a method arbitrary object particular type. Here right, I have taken the two example. One is the string of array, second one is the list. Okay, in string of array, right, I have taken the set of strings and trying to sort by using the ascending order. Okay, here right, whatever I had told, right, arbitrary object, that means string is the arbitrary object, that means wrapper object. So we can take this particular wrapper object. Here right, integer is the respective wrapper object. So arbitrary object is nothing but you can take any wrapper classes in our Java API. Okay, see, whatever I am trying to do, right, sort the values based on the ascending order, right, it has been achieved. So the final one is constructor reference. For constructor reference, right, I have taken interface hello, wish them, and class message. So whatever I am trying to do here, right, I need to call the constructor reference and need to pass them as a string parameter to wish them actually. Okay, here right, hello is the interface reference and message is the class, and for to refer the constructor, right, new. So we in Java 8, right, we will use the new for the constructor references. Okay, here right, wish them means I'm calling the reference object of the interface object and interface method and passing the string parameter. So it is going to be displayed as a output whatever given print. So sometimes we can use the any number of parameters. Okay, at the time whenever you don't want to create object explicitly, right, you can use the constructor references. Okay, so this is all about the method references. If you like content of the video, please subscribe my channel for more related videos. Please like and share the videos if you feel if it is important to some other person. Thank you very much for watching this video.